Ang tanong doon, paano nakapasok si Miko Halili habang nagbibihis si Patricia Hito? Abangan sa Leos.
Ano ba yung Leos?
Yun yung award ng mga, diba, sa end of the season awards. It's named after Commissioner
Leo Preto.
Yes.
Commissioner Leo Preto.
And we're back with the second quarter. And that will not stay down for Simon. A shuffle of the lineup. Simon together with Fernandez, Watson, and we've got Cañaleta. Aduco still on the floor. Here's Dillinger finding for a basket, too sharp. And it's outside, and it'll go the way of the Llamados.
Well, the Llamados really experimenting here. They're playing without a legitimate point guard, and you have Simon bringing up the ball. But he's more of a real two-guard and a shooter.
Nothing there.
Meanwhile, itong si Washam, hindi pa nga halos sandaling pinahinga ito. And this guy is really powerful when he gets and accelerates to the basket. Real great upper body strength on the part of Jason Castro.
Ito, subukan mong depensahan sa baba. Pero pag tumaas kayo, hahanap ng paraan eh. In the meantime, Aban gets to do his thing on the floor, pulling out Dillinger. Still in the first minute of the second quarter. The Leos, of course, our end of season awards. And do you think the three conference format is going to come back? What do you think?
I said, last time I went to the PBA office, a lot of the guys are saying that the possibility is going to be there. By the way, I saw the son of Leo last week, Mike Preto. He said, you should come around again, man. And yeah, he said he would.
And Aduco with a 6-point first half. There's Aban. Handoff.
Nice
Drop
pass,
inside.
but an offensive foul called against him.
And Kelly Williams causes the turnover. And they're barely up now, up by 4. They led by as much as 10.
We're in the second quarter. Minute and a half gone by here.
If you were thinking of the game later on, what's in the minds? Let's start with Alaska. What do they want to achieve aside from winning the 4 games? What's the main concern of Alaska, Dr. J?
Well, first of all, they have to compete against the size of the Beermen, especially if they do not have the services of the regular center, Sanitos. No matter what you say about Gabe Freeman, he may be 6'5", 6'4 and a half, 6'5", whatever, but he plays like a 6'8".
Oh, sobra.
So you have to get him out of those his comfort zone, which is really being able to get offensive rebounds. So Alaska may again have a problem there in the rebounding department against the San Miguel team. That's their number one thing. Then can they execute? And what will the coaching staff of Chot Reyes, as we see Cañaleta have a possible 3-point play, have in store for LA Tenorio? Will you take the ball away from him? Just completely take the ball away from him, play denial basket. They have a lot of players to do that.
They can have a variety of combinations.
They have Venus Miranda. You know, he's an in-your-face type of defender.
He'll live inside the jersey of LA if he has to.
And he has 6 fouls to give up.
Aside from that. In the meantime, this one is getting a little more competitive with 32-28. It's the humble bar count. In the meantime, Castro goes up against Timberlake, and he's up against 2 guards now. Top of the keyhole, Laban's shot won't bite. It is regained nonetheless by Yi.
He's a guy I was surprised did not play in Game 7. I thought he's a very tough player. He has come in and scored 5 points. In game number 4, which they had to win, he came in big for that team in the second quarter.
That's why he got some playing time in down the stretch. In the meantime, Cheska is ready with the report.
The B-Meg franchise has been in the battle for third 8 times prior to Coach Ryan's tenure as their coach since 2002. This is actually Coach Ryan's first battle for third in his career, so he's pretty excited about that. And he says that, Tropang Texters is always a matchup nightmare when it comes to offense, their quickness, their strength, both bench and starters. But he knows that in the mental aspect of the game, B-Meg has the advantage with that because Tropang Texters probably has not recovered from their loss against the Alaska Aces. 7, Andy?
Mas maaga nga naman natapos yung series ng B-Meg at saka San Miguel. And there was that big lead by San Miguel at 3-1.
At saka hindi yun. They were underdogs to San Miguel.
Okay.
Tropang Texters was the favorite team against Alaska.
Maybe that's
another thing. So, yung sa kanila, kung manalo tayo, we've done it again. We did another small miracle. Ito, you feel the loss.
It's a matter of perspective, really. I already see Mick Pinisi in his blue T-shirt scanning the horizon. Parang siya may-ari ng Araneta Coliseum.
No, hindi. Ganyan lang talaga si Mick.
Ganyan lang yan, ano? Parang either nabili na niya o bibilhin pa lang ang Araneta Coliseum.
Hindi magbibili yan. Yan ang Phil Australiano na Ilocano.
Talaga? Talaga?
With apologies to my wife.
Hindi ko kami galit sa mga Ilocano, ha?
No way. I married one.
Okay.
And my father-in-law was the greatest guy, one of the greatest guys I've known. He passed away already. And I could have really been galante yung aking father-in-law.
Lahat ng father-in-law, basta pumayag yung ito, galante talaga.
Hindi, talagang gustong, I wish I had more chance with him. With him.
In the meantime, a ceasefire requested. What kind of timeout? The endless question in the PBA. It's a full timeout. Back in a moment. Okay, back with us here at the Araneta Coliseum. It's 36-30 in the second quarter. Samson Mehta with the doctor and Jessica Litton. And don't forget, this is when we are done with basketball in the PBA, there's a ton of basketball on BTV as well as on Solar TV. And the Giants of basketball, France, Spain, Germany, Argentina up against the USA. That's a lot to look forward to.
Hindi, madami pa talaga. Even WNBA is on BTV. Diba? They'll be playing in the playoffs starting, I think, in a week or two. So, there are a lot of basketball games.
Salvador tries his turnaround shot, and Marquis blocks that rebound. 6-point lead by the Tropang Texters, but they waste that opportunity.
Well, Aban, instead of going to the corners where he can get the pass, he was running inside already. So, when he turned his back, doon naman pumasa si Castro. You cannot blame the point guard in wanting to advance the ball very quickly para at least you save the dribbling, no? Because the ball does advance better with a pass. No?
Alam mo, pag forward ka o sentro ka, mata ng point guard, kailan lagi mo nakikita yan eh.
Actually, if coach, as he's going to use Daniels right now, this is one team that they have nobody that can guard Daniels at the post.
Yep.
They would have to do a lot of double teaming to stop him at the post, Against Alaska, he went one-on-one against Simpson almost all the way, but he was also successful because Alaska did not want to have to double team him a lot, wherein he could give it out to Jimmy Alapag or Mac Cardona to hit them with three-point shots. But this is one team that they don't have a center that can guard Daniels at the post.
One move, you're erased. Inside, let's see the point you were making. Back to Yi quickly. And the shot clock coming down to 3. Ooh, there's a foul that puts them out of that predicament. Cardona was running out of shot clock time.
That was a blessing there actually for the Llamados because without a shot would have gone in. And one more move, if they called the foul after that, would have been a three-point play.
Cañaleta with his second 6-point game. Nothing much in terms of the score changing in the last minute and a half. As Castro tries to look for a crack in the defensive wall, goes to the corner, Yi fires. Oh, look at Daniels.
That's what I'm saying. They have nobody that can stop Daniels at the post. Can you imagine passing off a rebound without coming down? Actually, he never jumped, so he never came down.
Sasabihin ko sana, alam mo Larry Bird?
He never jumped, so he never came down. Not like a Walton, Bill Walton, he get the ball up in the air and passing.
Baseball
pass pa yun.
Pababa pa lang eh.